This is radio like you never heard before. Elegbete TV Radio, the best in entertainment and sport. My name is Frank Idemudia Alapa, that's my name. Talking sports is my game, and I am the greatest. I love listening to Elegbete TV Radio. For undiluted, unadulterated, it's probably replicated but still not yet duplicated. It's sports only on Elegbete TV Radio. I seriously love listening to it. Elegbete TV Radio, redefining broadcasting. Listen.
The beautiful side of football is that every day you wake up, there is a new story, there is a new drama. That's the more reason why you should seize your moment to put your story at the very front of the conversation. Because if you don't, in the next minute, another story will come and swipe it aside. Like in Dora, they say swipe and not swiping, but swipe and not swipe sometimes. And just when we were talking about Nigeria's debacle in Libya at a place called Albrak, the stories change because somehow Manchester United ended the day yesterday with firing Sir Alex Ferguson of his 2.16 million a year contract, and he's also been banned from going into the dressing room. I say, yippee! That's a good one. Somebody's got the balls. Somebody's bold enough to do what is right. Right things, doing the right thing does not always look attractive or look beautiful, but it needs to be done. It takes guts, it takes courage, it takes heart. That's why, as an Arsenal fan, I'm one of the greatest fans of Mr. Ivan Gazidis. His decision to sack Arsene Wenger is the reason why the club have taken a new turn. It's taken us some time, but at least we know that we're heading in the right direction. And then the same thing with England, saying that Alex Ferguson has been fired, Ineos are finding the balls. The guys at the FA decided, you know what? What's the worst that could happen? And let's go German. And if you understand football history or country history, Germany and England are two strange bedfellows. They don't work together. They don't go together. They don't love each other. And just the same way the Americans through Nike spike it in the heart of Adidas by taking the German national team sponsorship. And pretty soon you start seeing the German national team wearing Adidas. Wearing Nike. Just imagine Bayern Munich wearing Nike someday in the future. Oh my God, that's crazy anyway. Well, nobody would have thought that a German would one day coach the Three Lions of England. Football is not coming home. Football is being taken over. The colonization of English football by the Germans. It's so beautiful. Well, English, they claim to invent this game, but for over 30 years, no Englishman have won the English League, the Premier League, which is regarded as the best league in the world. And before you make the excuse of too many foreigners in the league, even when they had lesser foreigners in the league, English managers were not winning it. So it's not a big deal, but it's a good thing from my own point of view. But I don't know what you think about it. What's your thought about it? Because there's been some crazy, diabolical, demonic and evil reaction from a lot of people in England. 1 minute, Lee Casley is not good enough. Is a car with deflated tires, is moving but is going nowhere. And then you get Thomas Tuchel, the Syria winner, even though he is a rebellious character that does not stick and listen to authority. He doesn't bow to authority. He doesn't know how to follow instruction, but he knows how to get the job done. In him, you will get a winner. In him, you get a consummate professional who will know how to get the job done. But then England, in their normal way of reacting foolishly, diabolically, stupidly, have come up. The headlines in the papers, the craziest one that I saw was the one that was shared by my friend and my brother, Joseph Chukwube Okichi. And this is how it was written. A dark day for England. Three Lions gamble on a German, but Tuchel only has 18 months to prove he's up to the task. Jesus Christ. This is the Mail Sport, so writing this one. It's crazy. On Rival Analysis, Ian Herbert, Jeff Powell, Dominic King, all of them got involved. And this was the headline that they could cook up. Not like they have a coach who can even lace the shoes of Thomas Tuchel. I mean, there are sometimes when you employ coaches and you say, oh, okay, well, you could. I mean, I've heard and read up this money on Talkspurs, and that's a bribe collector. Sam Allardyce, yes, saying that he is better. There are English coaches that are better than Thomas Tuchel. In your dream, all up in your ass, niggas. You guys are not serious. Like Thomas Tuchel, oh God of heaven. I mean, if you talk about coaches that have won the Champions League, I don't know any English coach that have won the Champions League in recent time or that's still alive anyway. But then Thomas Tuchel has won it, and it didn't take him forever. It didn't take him ensure any transfer window. Just came inside there, plotted his strategy, and won it against Manchester City in the finals. That's who Thomas Tuchel is, in case you don't know. And when those people say, oh, he didn't do well with Bayern Munich, wow. The last time I checked, your definition of didn't do well. I mean, Liverpool comes second in the Premier League, it is seen as a success. If Arsenal comes second, seen as a success. He came second in the German Bundesliga, and then you say he didn't do well. I don't understand. You know, somebody needs to correct these English folks and the way they think or the way they see things and how they react to things, because somehow I don't get it how they react. So let's look at some things about Thomas Tuchel before we even go further down the road and compare him to anybody. I just like to put up honors here. You remember this man has coached everywhere, but let's look at his honors, his managerial honors, the things that he's won. Okay, so with Borussia Dortmund as manager, he won the DFB Pokal in 2016-2017 season, and straight away he went the following season, 2018. He went to France and he won the Ligue 1 2018-2019. He won in 2019-2020. That's back-to-back. Coupe de France 2019-2020. Coupe de la Ligue, the League Cup 2019-2020. Trophy of Champions, Super Cup 2018 and 2019. We have UEFA Champions League 2020-2021. UEFA Super Cup 2021. FIFA World Club 2021. German Bundesliga title 2022-2023. So please tell me an English manager who's got these chips on his shoulder. Tell me an English manager who's got these titles available to him. So let's talk about some individual ones that he could also add and put on the CV and let the manager of the company that wants to employ him begin to panic. VDV Bundesliga coach of the season 2015-2016. So this man has been winning since forever, like 10 years ago. Premier League manager of the month, March 2021, October 2021. German football manager of the year 2021. You know, this guy is just there. UEFA Men's Coach of the Year 2020-2021, IFFHS Men's World Best Club Coach 2021, the Best FIFA Football Coach 2021. Are there anyone still in doubt? Let me borrow the words of Barack Obama when he won the election the very first time. Are there anyone still in doubt that this man is the right guy for the job? I'm not about coaching big characters. This man have coached players like Kylian Mbappe when he was at Paris Saint-Germain. So for those of you, he cannot coach a big character. This big character. No, he's coached Kylian Mbappe and players like Neymar, Edison Cavani, and a host of others. So, who are you really saying in the English national team that will be too big in the dressing room? There's nobody. There is absolutely nobody. Let's put that to bed and everybody go to rest and say the next 18 months. This man is going to get the job done. And then I've heard there's people like, what's his name now? Sam Allardyce saying when he got the job, they didn't give him that salary. Or Benny, you didn't come with any CVs. Battling relegation is not something on your CV. So, nigga, shut up and go and rest. Okay? So, he's not the English manager, the manager of the English national team. But it's nice to see for the very first time a German coach coaching the English national team. The other day, I saw Charles Anazodo tweeted, trying to justify our lack of coach with the fact that the English national team also, the English FA have not appointed a coach for the English national team. Well, somebody should please help me pass this message to Brother Charles Anazodo. Yes, Brother Charles Anazodo, the English national team, the English FA have appointed the manager for their national team for the next 18 months. Please talk to, what's he called, Ibrahim Goso. to also try and do the same thing, since that was the yardstick, that was the benchmark you were using. Even though I replied him on that tweet and said, since that is what we want to be using as standard, can we also make our league as good as the English league, so that we know that we're trying to use England as our base standard for whatever we're achieving. Well, there's so many other things. Some people also reacted that emails are wicked. This is rude. Is this? So let me read this headline. So Alex Ferguson is told to stay away from the Man United dressing room in yet another controversial move by Sir Jim Ratcliffe, sacked club legend from his 2.61 million pounds ambassadorial role. What is that role in the first place? So this is my take. A coach that has been with the club for 26 years, you fire him, or he retired. Let me not misrepresent facts. He retired. That man should go home and stay with his wife and gamble with his horses. Whatever you have done for 26 years is good enough. Thank you very much. Bye bye. But to not come and be doing ambassadorial role, let's be very honest. That's the big elephant. There's no elephant bigger than this. This is the big blue whale in the room, because there is no way any manager will be talking. So Alex Ferguson comes into the dressing room and he will not look like he's the owner. He will become like the coach, the de facto coach, and then the substantive coach that is there will not be like cowering to him like, okay, coach, boss, you have anything to say? And there is nothing as bad. Try and understand that majority of footballers are not educated. They are not socially balanced, right? So when they see, know that you as a manager, you don't even have that power, then somebody who always comes to the room and make you feel small, they'll treat you small, right? So if you really want to make progress, that's the truth. This is the truth. If you really want to make progress, you sleeve yourself of everything about your past and move forward. It's like this. This is the example I want to give. It's like breaking up with a girlfriend, getting another one, but you say that your ex-girlfriend can still come to your house and sleep and pass the night and cook for you and do some things like I say, but we're not making love, we're not kissing, we're not smooshing, we're not getting naked before each other. My brother, you're not breaking up. And that girl still have more control. You understand? And then sometimes when he see the new girlfriend and he says, that food that you cook, that's not how he likes it to. This is how he likes it. Yeah, you're creating a problem. And that's exactly the kind of problem. Me, I'm not the guy. I don't support football with the individual. I support the team, like national team in Nigeria, football club, Arsenal. I support the team. Yes, I appreciate the players that come and play their role, but I know when the line is drawn. For me, it's not blonde. That line is not blurry at all. I know it's very clear. I know, okay, we'll reach the fence, so all right, bye-bye. You understand me? I still respect you for the good work you've done, but please don't come into this space again. That's the kind of guy that I am. I'm not expecting everybody to be like me, but that's it. Again, Manchester United, many things are happening in Manchester United side. They are not asking that anybody who wants Anthony, please come and take him on loan. Manchester United asking price for Anthony, how the Glazers avoided meeting Gary Neville, and why his slow start is already costing the club in the transfer window. So they've said, you know what, anybody who wants him on loan in the next window in January, please come and take it. Come and take the man. Come and take him away from us. And we have the option to sell him at the end of the season if you want to buy him. If he perform well, okay, so test him, and if he's tried, tested, and trusted on your side, maybe now we know they provide the right manure for him to grow. Maybe it will grow for your side. You can come and take it. Manchester United legendary Cantona slams at Jim Ratcliffe for a scandalous lack of respect in expletive-laden Instagram rant after Sir Alex Ferguson was sacked from his ambassadorial role. That one, you know, say something, he bring the discourse, so I never want to bother talking about him, but it's like my Premier League legend, so I'm not going to say anything bad about him. I'm just going to keep quiet. Thomas Tuchel, miserable marriage of convenience at Bayern Munich should be a warning to England, right, Dominic King? You're not the right. Oh well. I've even heard people say they should have given the job to Frank Lampard. I laugh. Frank Lampard, England not qualified for World Cup. Thomas Tuchel was told he was Man United number one target. Why they sacked? If they sack Eric Ten Hag just weeks before agreeing to become England boss, the man cannot wait. If you guys cannot make your decision, you cannot decide very well, then nobody have the time to wait. That place is a sex place. Man United job is poison chalice. England fans slammed decision to appoint underachiever Thomas Tuchel as new boss and claim foreign coaches don't get it. Nah, Try and make me understand this. If Thomas Tuchel, after I've read all those achievements to you as an underachiever, please name an English coach that have 10%, the tithe of Tuchel's achievement. Everywhere he's gone is one. Everywhere he's gone is one. Every league he's gone to, he's won something at least. But England fans say he's an underachiever. If you put all the English coaches together from 1992 to date, nobody can lace his shoe, but he's an underachiever. Well, I know, I agree to now. Well, that's the story broke yesterday, and I'm still wondering where this is going to. How Dele Alli is plotting one of football's greatest comeback with 2026 World Cup in his sight, and the one thing holding him back. But that headline, I didn't even bother read the story. My first thought is clickbait. So let me not bother myself. But, as a newsmaker, I can make news. So I'm going to ask this question. Looking at the current England squad, because the position for Dele Alli probably is the folding position, the Cole Palmer position. Does Dele Alli have anything to offer in the English national team again that can make him so good that they'll be thinking of taking him to the World Cup? Okay, because now they have Thomas Tuchel who can confidently say they will qualify for the World Cup. That there's no two ways about it, they will qualify for the World Cup. But I'm just asking, is there anything? Is there any more room for him in those? Just like, is there any little thing that Dele Alli have to offer that can make us say, you know what? Don't worry, he's going to the next World Cup. Yes, the headline still read, and it's not master plan to get that we know that's fire reveal, including Luis Suarez, 1-to-1 section on pressing and staying onside. And then surprise Spanish speaker. I don't understand. For just one player, this is going above and beyond. Like, I'm saying the guy not really sabi play ball. Not really sabi. Not really Boribi, because I don't understand. Ferdinand sent Stark forward warning to underperforming Manchester United squad and Erik ten Hag after shock decision to ask Sir Alex Ferguson 2.6 million ambassadorial contract. I know one person that is very happy that he sacks Sir Alex Ferguson. He may not have come out to speak, but I know one person. His name is Roy Keane. Okay? Roy Keane is very happy right now. Forget, I didn't say any headline, but I know that he's happy. This one said they really sacked Sir Alex Ferguson before Erik ten Hag. Okay? Man United fans slammed decision to end legendary boss contract instead of sacking under fire Dutchman. This might just be the spring on the foot of Erik ten Hag. For me, there are so many things that Man United are doing that is wrong, but this is not one of them. This one is not one of them. Review Sir Alex Ferguson's reaction after being informed by Sir Jim Ratcliffe that his multi-million pound job at Old Trafford was being asked by Ineos 38 years since originally joining the club. That's enough time now. You want to buy the clubs. Alex, you don't make money away. If you wanted to be you want to die in Man United, may they bury in Man United club. You for just buy the club. You and Jim Ratcliffe Nassau, or the 12 and Nassau. The man have money, you have money. You should have invested your money instead of investing it in horse racing. Invested it in the club. So it's not like you love the club more than anybody else. You should have invested your money in the club. Well, USA fans goes into meltdown as Mauricio Pochettino is handed ugly first loss against bitter rival Mexico. Well, Mexico is better than the US. But the story of the night comes from two places. Yes, Portugal were held to a goalless draw by Scotland. Scotland holding Portugal with Cristiano Ronaldo in it to a goalless draw, and then Cristiano Ronaldo with his drama at the end of the match. But then Messi scored his 10th hat-trick for Argentina. Yes, 37-year-old Messi scored his 10th hat-trick for Argentina as they beat Bolivia 6 goals to nothing, and he still set up a goal. He's scoring a hat-trick, he's still setting up goals. I thought he was saying that he doesn't play for Argentina anymore, so there's no need. But then it's looking like he's going to go to the next World Cup. Well, is Kylian Mbappe chaotic start to life at Real Madrid? How his superb attitude at the Bernabeu risk being derailed by French fan fury, rape claims, and his public feud with Paris Saint-Germain? Well, you won't say I didn't warn you that this was going to happen. I knew it was coming. No surprise. It's going to be there for a very long time. After claim Thomas Tuchel left Chelsea for secret eye-watering reason and fallout at club, he has left. Is he really worth the hassle as next England boss? That's the question that they are asking. Everywhere you turn, there is question. Well, let's talk about these headlines. Justification. Chelsea sporting director defend club's £1.15 billion spend under Todd Boehly. You are sporting director. Why are you not supposed to defend your boss? That's the job you are paid to do. And reveal key reason why they hand out long-term deals to new stars in controversial policy. We would see. Whatever you explain, whatever you say, we will see. Rio Ferdinand reveals how England stars will react to Thomas Tuchel's appointment and makes bold prediction for Germany's reign. Well, you can read all that in the Daily Mail. I just thought I should. Well, Paris Saint-Germain hit back at Kylian Mbappe after French superstar appears to accuse his former club of spreading fake rape allegation against him amid ongoing payment disputes. Life is not easy. It's not easy. When the rich fight, it's always chaotic and crazy. Well, poor Barcelona are beginning to look like they are ready to get into the ring and fight the fight of their life. Yes, Manchester City are strongly considering Sporting Lisbon boss Ruben Amorim to replace Pep Guardiola if he leaves, and have one key figure in their camp who could sway him. Okay, so for Man City fans, one day Pep Guardiola will definitely leave. Is this guy, Ruben Amorim, the guy that comes in? Oh boy, the next coach of Man City will suffer. The thought just came in. It's like when Pastor said the Spirit spoke to me now. Man, Pastor's in life for Nigeria. God just spoke to me. Shut up. God has left you since the beginning of time. God not be in Nigeria. Talk to anybody. Boy, imagine Ruben Amorim. I'm not saying he's a bad coach, but I'm just thinking taking over from Pep Guardiola at Man City. What are you going to do? What exactly are you going to try to achieve? You're not going to reach 18 months. They go sack him. Yeah, you're not going to tell you. They go sack him. Barcelona will go all out to sign Manchester City superstar as Joan Laporta's bold ploy to open renovated No Camp is revealed. That's an interesting read. It's worth taking the time to read. Man United summer signing slammed as too slow for the Premier League with the crazy choice tipped to make loan exit. Okay. Player never even settled down. No, they don't already plan to loan him out. Well, at my club Arsenal, coach has resigned. Arsenal manager Jonas Erdeval, that's the women team. Yeah. That resigned after difficult start to the season amid fan protests. As Swedish coach brings to an end 3-year spell in charge of the Gunners. Revealed the date of the verdict of Kylian Mbappe's ongoing financial dispute with former club Paris Saint-Germain. Club PSG learned amid rape allegation. Real Madrid hold Kylian Mbappe crisis meeting amid rape allegation against the French star. The matter is getting serious. When your club begins to hold crisis meeting, you know that it's like they have discovered some evidence and they need to be on top of it. Well, Real Madrid are the king of PRO. If Real Madrid cannot handle this PRO, nobody can handle it. So these are the many headlines and talking points that have now made the whole Libya debacle look like yesterday's story. But no, it's not yesterday's story. I'm still going to be here. So for those people, I saw some people to battle and fighting on social media. Let us call it spade a spade. And then the Libyans have also, get in front of the conversation and put out a video. That's where our FA is very, 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 very daft. Yes, because our FA does not know how to, stay in front of the conversation. Yeah, they sent us a 20-point bulletin yesterday, but beyond that one, they need to do a whole lot more. All of the situation that happened in that airport should have been explained. But let me try to break it down to you. Libya took off from Benghazi, and their flight plan was Port Harcourt. Nobody in Nigeria diverted their plane from Uyo to Port Harcourt. So it was their flight plan to Port Harcourt from the get-go. Nigeria, on the other hand, I'm trying to just oppose this now so we will have some intertwined situation. Nigeria, on the other hand, our flight plan and permission was to Benghazi with an alternate around Benghazi. So you can do your search for that one. But while we were about to descend into Benghazi, we were told, no, order from IOP. Now, from my own finding, the order from IOP came from the other ruling factor, the rebel factor that's ruling in this other half, the Benghazi half of Libya, that because their own team suffered, we should also suffer. In short, the order was that Nigeria must spend at least minimum of 13 hours in that airport before they are given access to go. Now, that's not the problem. The real problem is the road from that Al Barak, or whatever they call it, that airport, to Benghazi. It's like driving from Maiduguri to Jos, right? Or to Damaturu, that lonely road, right? Now, that road is laden with kidnappers, hijackers, pirates, land pirates, and all sorts. There is always sporadic gunfires. You sure people don't pass that road. One of the things you should notice is that for the whole time, the 20 hours plus that Nigeria spent in that airport, no other plane landed there. It tells you that that airport is not even in use in the first place. Which other airport in the world would one plane land and 20 hours later no other plane have landed there? That tells you something about the airport. So we were put there like we were quarantined. That's not the thing that happened. For Libya, Nigerian FA also made all the effort to make sure they get a flight, like allow them to fly from Port Harcourt to Uyo. They said no, that they cannot afford the extra cost. That's the reason why. Okay, you want to go by road. We also warn them that yes, a 4-hour trip, but sometimes that road can be dangerous, especially when you're going by night. Let us arrange proper transport and security. They jettisoned it. They turned it down. Courtesy that they did not afford us. And we did not, again, divert their planes. I'm not holding brief for the NFF. If you know me very well, I'm a very strong critic of the NFF. But one of the things that historically you cannot prove is that Nigerians and Nigeria as a country is more receptive to outsiders than its own citizens. There has never been a time our clubs have gone on the continent times that number. I've experienced it personally. I've traveled with a team. I have a cut in my head here. When Enyimba won the Champions League, I was in that stadium. What you guys did not understand was the fact. If you go back and watch the interview I did with Dukudi also mentioned that it was good that they lost a penalty in that 1995 Champions League finals to Zamalek, because if they had won, they wouldn't have come out of that place alive. So you don't understand all of these things. These are things that I've experienced. I went there as a fan to watch Enyimba leave the Champions League, and I got a bleeding head coming out of it. So one of those things you need to understand is the way the Northern Africans play is different from how we play. The way they see this thing is different from how we see it. So those people who are carrying the video and see what we did to them. No, we did not do it to them. They are refusing to admit their mistake and trying to use their mistake as a reason for a retaliatory action. So first off, even if it's a retaliation, which means that what they did to Nigeria was not an accident, it was premeditated. And so for that, they should be punished. Some people like Nigeria will punish, Libya will punish. No, there's no grounds to punish Nigeria. That match was played in Nigeria. The Libyan game was not played. So we did not disrupt the game. There is nothing we did that stopped the game from going on. But what Libya did stopped the game from going on. So for those of you who still want to talk, and I've seen woke people having their opinion. One of the things that I've always liked is that I like people having their opinion. There's this thing I always say. Have your opinion, but don't shy away from the consequence. There are consequences to things. When you say what you want to say and people come at you the way they want to come at you, bear it, okay? Unless your opinion is fact-based, it's empirical, that nobody can fault it, okay? If there is anybody that is a leftist, I am the person. I dare say to people that before I came into radio, people didn't talk like the way I talk. And this is not me showing nobody, this is a fact. People were not bold enough to have a contrary opinion to the existing opinion. I'm the guy who showed up on radio, and if everybody going to the left, I'm going to the right. If everybody's going to the right, I'm going to the left. But in every time that I've done that, I've done it with evidence that is very impossible to argue against. So whatever position anybody is taking, I'm fine with it. But when you take this position, lining up with the truth, back in Libya at this time, is tantamount to treasonable felony. Reason being that when at the point they diverted that plane, it's a small plane, it's not a Boeing. They could have run out of fuel in the air, and that plane will crash. And all your citizens, your brothers and your sisters, the players would have died. That's one. Again, if those players, but they provided a bus, now even the send a small bus for enter go play. The same people who tell you that Nigerian league is rubbish because they are entering small bus to go play football match. Now you want your Super Eagles players to enter small bus and travel another 4 to 6 hours on the road to go and play match. Are we not really like sick in some of us are we not really sick in the head? Okay, so there is what we did to Libya. No, we didn't do anything to Libya. Libya made a mistake. And you know the funny thing, South Africa also made the same mistake. And so it's not new. There is something I'm going to have to hold the NFF for. South Africa made this mistake, so the NFF now should hold up their hand and please try as much as they can to tell all their visitors that the matches are going to be played in Uyo, and Port Harcourt is not a neighboring state to Uyo. It's not a thoroughfare. It's not a drive-by, no, or a drive-through. It's 4 hours this difference. So don't go to Port Harcourt and then that's it, because that's the same thing that they did. But for that one with South Africa, says because of the strike. We can understand that. But then this one again has happened, so there's a problem. And if you know how Africans travel, if you've covered football in Africa, you know where African teams travel, you would understand that some of these things that we're talking about, many people have seen many comments on social media. I spend my time sometimes wanting to really read. It's called reading the room. What's the temperature, the mindset of the people? And when I read it, I was talking to a fellow media practitioner yesterday evening, and I said, we are actually doing a lot wrong in Nigerian media. A lot wrong in the sense that we get caught up in this type of wanting to talk about Premiership, all these foreign leagues, that we don't educate people about some basic things in our own space. So people are not informed, and then they jump on, they react the way they react because they're not really informed. If people, like the other day I was telling somebody that a Super Eagles game costs away game for instance costs about 350 million. He said, no, it's not possible. I told him, I said, bros, now your poverty account balance, now you take the judge. So you know they judge based on knowledge. So we start making the calculation. I said, when Super Eagles invite players, 23 players minimum are invited. Please calculate their flight ticket going and coming and going back. He did his calculation. I said, put that one aside. Calculate their match allowance, because when they come in, they always play 2 games. Calculate their match allowance for 2 games at $10,000 per player, 23 players. You calculate up. The home game, the hotel that they will stay, calculate the cost of the hotel with officials and everybody staying. We're taking about 50 rooms, calculate that one. When you're done, we just put a base price at certain things, the food, the everything, the use of the facility. Then calculate what's else again that did we have to calculate? Calculate the chartered flight. How much does it cost to charter a flight from Nigeria to any other African country? So let me give you a good example. The other day I went to go ask how much to charter a PJ from Nigeria to Morocco. I was told $200,000. Yeah, that's what I was told. Like the minimum. I was thinking of doing the private jet with my media crew to Morocco for the AFCON, next year. And that's what I was told. I said, oh, okay, that's very high. That plan we will keep on my side, because there's no way I will take a private jet 200 to 250K to Morocco. That's like, there are many building you go buy. Then if I call my producer, say, this is what I buy, so take the key, now you get up with one car to go with it to the garage. It will last long than flying a private jet. Okay, I'm just giving you that as an example. But I mean, if we have, let's say we have 1 million subscribers, I go do more. I know they say I'm not a Nigerian pastor. I'm just telling you, if I have 1 million subscribers, I would without fly the private jet already. What did they buy monkey for? If not for play. So that's one part of the conversation. But we must all understand some of these basic tenets before we argue. And traveling into countries. Somebody said that it's the NFF that took Libya to Port Harcourt. Listen, there is no NFF president, past, present, or in the future, that have the power to divert a plane in this country, Nigeria. Even the sports minister not get the power. So some things what would they know? A plane, before a plane take off, now their flight plan already they set. So they don't put that coordinate set in stone before the plane even take off and their alternate landing area. It is in a cases of force majeure, like what we experienced with the Benghazi situation, that your plane will go and land in a place that you're not intended to land in. So when we are, I'm saying this for education purpose. So when you are joining the conversation on social media or anywhere, please just try and get the small sense of reasoning. Don't go there and embarrass yourself and the school fees that your parents paid and everything, and be in public and be arguing. Just try and know some small things. And I think it is also about time we stop using this word NFF officials are corrupt. I'm not holding brief for them, but I'm telling you, the way you apply it most times does not connect. The way a lot of people apply it, they have not paid coaches is because some people in the FA eat the money. That's not true. They're not giving the players their bonuses is because the NFF people ate the money. That's not true. Let me explain how money is dispensed in the NFF, because a lot of people will not tell you this. They don't give the NFF money and say, take this money, go and dispense it. No. The way money is dispensed is that the NFF writes its budget to government through the sports ministry. Sports ministry goes and take the NFF president and secretary general and they go and defend it before the accountant general of the federation, the attorney general, and probably the secretary to the government, right? Now, once that is done, they go back. And then it takes some days, they put that green pen and that red pen, and then they get approval. They send it to the CBN, Central Bank of Nigeria. I'm just giving you, this is how the money move in football. They send it to CBN. CBN now raise a memo and say, okay, let's break it, because the whole budget is broken down. The one for the trip, we want to pay for flight. CBN will say, raise a payment invoice for the airline. The payment invoice will be raised, a copy sent to the airline, and a copy sent to CBN. Now, once it is approved again for payment, CBN will pay to the airline. So here now, there is no money coming to the NFF. Players' allowances and bonuses. Once they make that team list, a copy is sent to the Minister of Sports, a copy is sent to CBN. These are the players we are inviting for this game. As they play the game, finish, the names of the players are attached to another memo that is sent to CBN. These are the players. This is the amount of money that is due to them. Flight money, match bonuses, and all that. CBN now says to players, we have received your memo. We have received your details. We will credit your account. But right now, money no day. Yes, the accountant general of the federation has said, the government wants to use this money for this, wants to use it. So money no day. When we sell crude oil or when we get remittance from, whatever we are getting remittance from, we will start disbursing your pay. A good example. When CAF paid Nigeria, because people don't know this part of the conversation. Sometimes we just throw information out there. I see people, and they are top journalists. When CAF paid Nigeria for our coming second in the AFCON, they paid it into the federation's account that is warehoused in CBN, not in any of their bank. Warehoused in the CBN. So that money is with CBN. The 30% promised to the players. AFCON was played in February. The final was played in February. They just gave them last month. And how do you know it, Afi? I was in the middle of it. They even asked the CBN people, Alpha, now these players, this thing will affect our qualifiers, so these players will not come to play. If Unatisa they lie, Mona Azem Ahmed Musa, ask Kenneth Omero. On the player side, I was talking to the player, guys, the money never due. Money never be available. On the CBN side, I have my source on the inside. The money never ready to pay. You know how the country be. We dollar going up and down, everything go. So may they wait. They just pay them. Those things are some of the facts that we need to know. And in Nigeria, let me also tell you this: in Nigeria, the NFF cannot come out publicly and say, the government don't want to pay the money. Oh, the NFF do that, government will just practically refuse to give them money. Some people will decide to use them to set example, as we saw with Amaju, and refuse to release money so that they can fail, and then the country will rise up against them. So this little information needs to be known by the people. So when we're comparing ourselves with other countries, we should be very, very careful how we jump in on the conversation, so that it's easy to throw people under the bus, but throw people under the bus with factual information. That's why when I talk about Man United or English football, I always back up away from my friend Bobby when he comes up with, oh no, this is what happened, because he's there. Is closer. My son will say he's in the there. He's there and he's closer to the action, and he's taking his time to find his action. One of the reasons for what we do with Views from the Stand, as much as I want many people to watch it, but I'm using that to do correction about what we practice here in Nigeria as journalism. I hate it when one person is having opinion on everything. I like the fact that you can bring in experts. We want to talk about basketball, for instance. Ayatunde Onobulu, come and give us expert opinion in basketball. Okay, when you watch ESPN, that's how they do it. When we want to talk about boxing, Toby Dada, which will be on the show this Friday, come and talk to us about boxing. It's not like we can't talk about boxing. We saw the fight. We'll talk about the punches but there are the technicalities that you don't know. It's only in football where everybody thinks that they have the right to opinion and their opinion is correct. So you bring that person. When you talk to German football, okay, Mario Lowe, come and talk to us about what's going on in German football. On Friday now, when we talk about Thomas Tuchel, we've done that before. It is Mario Lowe that we would defer to, because the industry, that's the way, the professional way is done. It's only in Nigeria where one person knows everything, jack of all trade, master of none. No, it's not going to work like that going forward. And we want to talk about Italian football, okay, Daniele, come, talk to us. We want to talk about Nigerian football, China Achiru, master in the industry. Talk to us. That way, we get a very balanced views of things. Why you guys are not watching Views from the Top, Views from the Stand, it's your own headache. You're the one that is missing. But let me come to your comment now and see how you guys have been reacting. Today, the members have gone on strike. There are no members on the comment section today apart from Demola Abiodun Ibrahim. Okay, Demola Abiodun Ibrahim say, I was not expecting Tuchel. The appointment surprised me, but na good coach. Them talk say United sacks Alex Ferguson before sacking ETH. ETH Juju man, it dey work, but wetin Ferguson still they do for that team, my brother. If you ask me, now who I go ask? Naomi, come and sing the song for them. Petrus Yediwa says, good morning, boss. Good morning to you. This might be the Eureka moment for Ten Hag. They should give him time, please. 2 more seasons, nobody should sack him. Is this genuinely from your heart, or you just like to see Man United suffer? But I think that letting Alex Ferguson go might just be. Now, this is where the rebuild starts. Alex Ferguson, go stay in your house. Go back and stay with your horses. Hold your horses. I'm not stay. You disturb too much. I want for the stadium and die one day. Precious Ewa say, as for Anthony, he should join their youth under 21 team, because I doubt if anybody will sign him. That club they will sign him. No club they will sign him. Because there are some people who are of the belief that Man United is the problem, not the players. And with that kind of belief, they will sign him if he's available for cheap, right? Precious Edward says English media and folks always have a pale and stale opinion according to what they hear others say. Majority of them don't have opinions of their own. It's the head mentality. Olafat, and it's creeping into Nigeria. It's the head mentality. Olafat says, good morning, boss. Good morning to you. This ID godfatherism that Alex Ferguson is doing even after retirement as manager. Baba still they collect paycheck. Now, if na black person, you know, say in Nigeria they do this now, we'll call them criminal, we'll call them corruption. But because they are white people, they're given a title ambassadorial. Ambassadorial kill you there. My friend, go and dress for house. Oh, come and disturb me, say now one thing. They do rubbish. Oliver says, since Brazil are getting their mojo back without Vinicius Junior, maybe it's time they realize is their problem or one of their problems. I wouldn't say so. They would definitely, but I don't think that Vinicius Junior is a problem. If Vinicius Junior was a Nigerian player, let's flip the script a bit. If Vinicius Junior was a Nigerian player, would you be bold enough to tell the coach not to invite him? Is Osimhen better than Vinicius Junior? Let's be honest. Can you in any way tell the coach not to invite Osimhen to the national team? Is your Victor Boniface half as good as Vinicius Junior? I don't think that Vinicius Junior is a problem. The problem is probably the coaches have not found the system that work. But I can't call Vinicius Junior. Come on, it's a Ballon d'Or nominee now. Come on, what's that? No, nah. Lower direction will say if Nigeria could take Muchi Adepoju to the 2002 World Cup as a joker, then Dele Ali can make it. Make England no waste slot. Sure they will qualify though. This guy, you're mean. You're evil. God's believe, say senior man Idafi. Been a while. Hope you are good. My own issue now is with the English people. What is their problem? Saw the headlines on Tuchel employment. Also seeing the write-up, was just annoyed. Now their way. That's why they need to progress. Because they never know success. If success is standing directly in front of English people, they don't know how. They're stuck in their ways, their old foolish, mumuish ways, and they don't know how to get past that ways that they are stuck in. All of us say Amorim will just have a good start like ETH, Eric Ten Hag, and Slot is having, but is going to have more job to do because of the standard Pep has set. Temola Berry says that Jonas Elvel na ETH for women football now Ogbori EB. That female team get quality players enough. Well, let's see what the next coach will do. I've not really followed them that much, so I wouldn't have an opinion. But if you're following them and you get an opinion, I'll believe your opinion. Olafat says, boss, Jones should have not started this season because he's been backed and given everything, but yet he's still showing an unprofessional status. I'm happy he's been sacked. Okay. Bobby, talk about the guy and he shows up. Bobby Ukaigo says Fergie wasn't sacked. It was shut up. He was sacked. Now some people think I said Vega wasn't sacked. He said Mitchell, they sack him. If somebody comes and tell you, Oga, your country, you know what is the end. See, if it's amicable, they go wait till the end. They never wait till December, end of the year. They tell you, Oga, we are cutting costs and you are dispensable. That is a sack. No, use English cover and no come and bubble me here. This man was sacked. If they're not sacked, and I end the whole media. If an amicable conversation, now in the whole media, Silas Wilson will never come out and give a statement and say, no, we both had a meeting and I agree that I need to step aside. Come on. They're not sacked and they say make you not enter dressing room again. They say they're not going to pay you 2.60 million. Bobby, stop now. Stop. Bobby, stop. This is not the day I want to flare like fireworks, but you're making it happen. What's that? They sack him. Charles West is not too big to use the word sack to follow. They sack him. When I know the package is not you for me. He say Fergie wasn't sacked. It was an amicable decision. Fergie wants to take a step back. Not fire Fergie. From excessive activity and Ineos want to cut costs. So both ideas. Now lie. Ideas not aligned. Idea align, everybody they blast Ineos. If ideas align, Fergie not go call the boy say no, but I hold na fire. Bro, calm down. They sack him. Bobby, he said the call of the team to ban Fergie and directors from entering the dressing room is just false. Just jobless journalists trying to stir up shit. I hear you, Komo. The sack him sharp. That one you no go fit. That one I don't need to be in England to know how football work. Football system, Bobby, on Friday you don't die finish. On Friday you will pay for this. Oliver say I give a breakdown of what would have happened to the team. there's already an ambush awaiting the team if they are left the airport, and that airport operates only during Hajj, even the boss. Okay, what's the next part of that statement now? Boss, between ETH Jujuman and Tuchel Jujuman, which one good pass? Now Tuchel, because Tuchel they produce result. Bobby said, honestly, I have no problem with Ineos cutting Ferguson's yearly loyalty payment. That's because weren't in the right financial state. Okay. Bobby says Fergie doesn't even enter the dressing room regularly. I think it's only on request, usually finals, like after the Carabao Cup victory. Make he stay in house. He don't enter the dressing room enough. You retire, go home. Who retires from a company and still goes to the company? What should they find there? Sure. Man, the guy, man, and the reason is still when if you don't retire, it's like a Obasanjo every day they come state house. What did they come find there? Oh my, go stay your farm and do your farming. Let the person with the state house now do. What if you forget anything for there? Because now Igbo man will not go hear what. He said the appointment of Tuchel has caused serious division in England, but it's the right appointment and looks like a path to success. Now you're talking. But it doesn't mean we've not forgiven you. We will deal with your matter on Friday. Bobby said Dele Ali's English career is beyond redemption. No World Cup. I now understand the talk of him coming to 2026. There's some people just they do. If not Nigerian journalists that write that now, they will say they don't give her money. But now so British journalists write that, so that's professional journalism. Collins Anoshiwa, your comment about this Nigeria versus Libya saga is spot on. Thank God say you talk what to do. Akibola Lare says it's good move to do away with Ferguson. Man, that guy is a problem. Like, you don't understand, doing a job and the former person is always in the stadium. Like, I don't understand. See, all these Oyibo people sometimes say, some people not just get sense. I don't even see it working. Some things just don't make sense to me. I don't care what anybody talk. Lucky Ogali, my brother, how you doing? It's a good morning, boss. Come on to you. There is a trend in Nigerian sports journalism. The loudest, especially on air, just tweet for engagement, no fact, just clout chasing, and these guys have easy access to the Eagles. So let me explain that for you. That's why when everybody say, go and get your blue tick. It's not like I don't like money. But I do not know how. I wasn't raised like that. How I would just wake up and think doing rubbish, putting myself out so that everybody will insult me, so that I go trend. Because now they say, somebody say, mean. Even if she tweeted it, if you see the engagement, no. Head, admirable man, they say head, the big pass conk. There is a place you go to. My friend Biola Kazim, we were talking one, and he said, if you have passed 40 years, you are part of Nigeria's problem. For the rest of your life, spend it trying to fix it, so that your children will not be trying to run across borders like refugees. And he's correct. Don't wake up and just create problem because you want to be popular. Because somebody said, if you tweet a thread of the right thing, nobody go read them, nobody go engage them. Leave them like that. The idea I do not be pastor work where we say the goal is to get 100,000 members. That's when you are now saying you're a big pastor. No. Put your opinion out. If 10 people engage them, you don't try. If you reach 100, you don't over try. I don't wake up in the morning and say, if YouTube, as YouTube did, so people say, was it yes, it was yesterday. I was having a conversation with some journalists and some Nigerian footballers. We're just in one group call like this. And I reminded them, I said, that time where two of them did that. I said, that I want a nude video come out, my sex tape come out. Shey na me buy am. If I want go viral with them, or I want make money, I for put them out now. Now me borrow money, buy them, delete and pay the two girls, give them a new phone. Make sure say my Oyibo, that my certified hacker, see, scrub all of the video come up for their cloud, and make sure say it no go out. That's one. Now I've done interviews where, let me give you one. I did a Stephen Keshi interview during the Confederations Cup. I was in my house. I was staying at Jubilee Estate at the time. And I just put in this code. Stephen Keshi, they're very picky with who he talks to. So you have to be in a good relationship with him. So when I called him, I said, "Oh, my boy Anna." So we talk. Smalley, he calls me Smalley. Smalley Anna. I say, could you have a big boss? Fine, we got talking. I have a kind of relationship that I have with Stephen Keshi. And I said, because the morning of that day on Sports Machine, Elijah Aminu Megari had said, Nigeria have a team that is good enough to win the Confederations Cup. So I said to him, I said, what is the mandate for you in this Confederations Cup in Brazil? That the NFF president said we have a team good enough to win it. You know what Mr. Vikeshi replied? Aminu Megari, waiting the size of boot, make a complaint. I want to play the ball. I mean, I could talk anyhow like people will not get sense. That's Steve Keshi's carpet. That video, that interview. If I take hot shot. I said, no, I'm not about to create problem. That's no. I cut that place. I delete them. Because again, if I keep them, I might be tempted one day. So just cut them, delete them. So sometimes when I look at people and see there's hunger in the land, it's not easy. I was telling Toby yesterday, I said, Toby, not be money in the bank, not baby asset. People that you can call and they go answer you, that be the real asset of today. People you can pick up your phone and say, guy, I need 10 million. They go send you. I need 5 million. I need 1 million. I need 100,000. I need 50,000. They go send you. Now that be the real asset. Because today, money in the bank, they will depreciate by every minute. You don't get value. Some banks, if you not get access to your own money, you go back and forth. You go explain tire. So now assets, people where you get, human capital, maybe the real investment. So sometimes when people say some of these things that they say, and it's a very quick thing. I remember when I started, people say, Amaju pay $50,000. It was spreading like wildfire. I was like, Amaju. I've known Amaju for more than 30 years. You don't need $50,000. Amaju go give you $50,000. By now, if Amaju shit, he go call me my flush up. You don't understand? I'm not saying it's a bad person. I'm just telling you there are certain things that are not possible. I remember when we now were doing, when we started pushing Osimhen. This Osimhen that everybody say I don't like. When we started pushing Osimhen aggressively everywhere, creating type of pictures that nobody's seen of a Nigerian player before. I was out of nowhere, WhatsApp group. I said, man, Osimhen don't pay this guy. Osimhen don't pay. Everybody was like, it was everywhere. And I was like, Osimhen where they arrest your own family member because of money. One of the things this thing for that they talk about. The same Osimhen where the former coach, the youth team where play for the money was supposed to reach there, he cut him off. Now that person I won't give me money. Sometimes one of the reason this thing but then it's a Nigerian thing. Everybody would look for how to derail you just so that they can. You know how, as they say, everybody wants to be successful until you start succeeding. It doesn't start coming for you. This whole trend of I want to be popular, I don't think I need to make a fool of myself or throw my country under the bus or create a problem that is baseless. If there are issues to be talked about, talk about them. But to throw your country under the bus just because you want to be popular, sometimes I look at it like, man, this is foolishness. We say the appointment of Tuchel was swift, no drama, no super media interview, no delegate traveling. Guso, they are talking to you here. Ibrahim Guso and Mohammed Sanusi. Somebody, Oluwadare show me talking to you here. He's not afraid of you people. He's talking to you. No delegate traveling to Germany, etc. Money runs still sharp. They got money now. They call the age. Now management they call. It's Tuchel have a management. They call this management. This is guy we want. Blah 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 blah. This is what we want. We are not going to give you a long-term contract. We're going to give you 18 months contract. Come and do. But then if everything goes well, we can renew. I know that they apply for Pep. Like, okay, let's do this 18 months first. If it doesn't go well, we go for our Pep. If Pep is available at the time. Because now, for the very first time, we hear that Manchester City are now planning for an alternative to Pep. They must have heard something. They must have discussed something. All the while, when Pep's contract was due for renewal, they just go, November, they'll come, they sign new extension. For them to be mentioning Amorim now, Bobby didn't come out to tell me that that's journalism, fake journalism. But it means that, okay, they are open to the idea that Pep might leave them. And if Pep leave them, where is he going? There's only two different leagues that he would maybe need to go and coach in Italy and Paris Saint-Germain. If I'm Pep, I'll do another like 3 seasons with Paris Saint-Germain just to add it to the CV and try to win the Champions League for them. And then I can go to national team. If I'm Pep, but Pep is not me. Oluwadare says it's amazing England employing a German with all the rivalry. Man, it's shocking. I mean that they go away as soon now. Finally, man, I'm going to do 1 hour today. A lot of us say, boss, this blue tick matter, I no one get them because them go think say you define engagement and the reason why I won't get it. No, so let me be very clear on that. Let me make, it's like the jackpot conversation. People have asked me times that number, why do you say you will not jackpot? I do not see my life abroad. You've asked me, would your children go to school abroad? Yes, if I can afford it, yes. Why not? But the abroad that we're talking about is definitely not. I won't send my child. If my pikin say won't go school for US, I will look them in the eye and tell them you will fund them yourself. I cannot fund you going to school in the US. I can send my children to school in Japan. Schooling abroad, I don't have already started the conversation with them. Japan, Norway, Sweden, Russia, Germany. I can send them there. You see France, no way. England, Neikaba. America, no way. Canada is I'm still thinking about it. I'm still thinking about it. I won't put my money in those places. I would, if my son wants to study medicine, I'll tell him go get admission to a school in India. Yeah, if my son gets to the point and say that medicine he wants to study, go to India. This one will love car. This is my 5-year-old boy will love car. So say engineering he won't do any type of engineering, whether it's aeronautic, mechanical, or any type. You are going to Japan. You are going to Japan or China, but definitely US. Nah, and go and learn obesity and get high on drug. Come back. No, not sending you there. England, mumu people. Don't follow those mumu people. They follow that they go do man them. No man, my children will go and do man them and come back. Oh, only 3 I get. Then we plenty adopted children. These 3 children, no one will go and do man them and come back. Oh my God, this is my only one daughter. Because I go to England where they get irresponsible boys. The only irresponsible boy with them are Bobby. Bobby said that they behave like that somehow. All of the boys in England are irresponsible. I'm going to expose my daughter to. No, I'm very, very guarded and jealous with my children. That's my own. I know that my pikin will go Japan, go school, go come back with cultured respect and exposed mind. No bias. America, where they don't even know their own history. Let's not even get into that conversation. Now let's end the show here. So for the blue tick, if I've always asked myself, what do I need it for? So they say that they give people money. I've looked at all the people who get the blue tick. I'm not the sure they're not really they do better than me. Again, my business mantra is that be successful in one thing before you go to another one. I'm not good at multitasking. I'm not be my wife. I'm not good at do everything at the same time. I'm not Sabiam. This YouTube is the hardest job I've done in my life. Like I've not gotten to the place where I say I've hacked it. Like it's every day is a struggle, it's a grind. I'm not gonna feel distract myself from app. Come and go follow blue tick. 1 year go reach, I go pay 100 at least YouTube. I know they pay anybody anything. I mean, okay, the money I spend, buy fuel, buy data, pay my crew, finish. I know if they pay 115k subscription every year just to get blue tick and come the hope. Because that one you come under pressure. And that thing they put them under which controversial topic thing I need to tweet now? Which nonsense I need to tweet so that I will get engagement? Please. Every sensible tweet that I have made without a Bluetooth tick, I've gotten the required engagement. I'll be here, I do a trade on Nike. Over 1 million engagement. What do I need a blue tick for? If I get fact and figure and I put it there without a blue tick, I will get it. Now, if I get to the point where I think this blue tick would help promote my YouTube channel further. See, that is the business angle. Will help promote my YouTube content further because your analytics will show you. I know they see engagement coming from Twitter. If I post my link on my video, and then they see engagement, even when other people take what's it called? That one jobless boy, I mean jobless man or something, posted my video, and he got 33,000. The Jonathan Kobere, 33,000 engagement at some point. He not drag traction to my channel. So I'm always asking because people think I need to study this thing. It's what I do. This is the job that I do. So I spend my time studying the analytics, the whole dynamics. Where is this one coming from? Where is this view coming from? Where is this coming from? Which country they follow me? So when I look at it, I never see a reason for them. And I hear people say, go and get Bluetooth, go and get Bluetooth. If I want, now maybe I'm the first Nigerian sport journalist to have a Bluetooth, the one where they pay for. Now me, December 1st, 2014. The radio station where they work for not get. There's no radio station that I will get. Everyone like, how did he get it? How did he? It was a problem. Even me, it became a problem. At that time, I just see this thing finish. Say, oh, that's what will be for you. It became a problem. People like, how do we get it? How can you get? And you didn't even consider your station. I was like, I went to the World Cup and I did very well as a commentator. Not a joke. I work. CBS offered me a job and I turned it down because I know if I take that job, nobody again for this organization will ever travel. I don't want to put people's future on the line when they don't swear for me. And I turned it down. Chidozo Okoroji is there. Go ask her. So I got my blue tick and it became a problem. So when I lose that account, and people forget it took me 2 years plus before I come back to Twitter. I get like, I beg I don't do it again. My arrest. But, I need it. My business requires me being on social media. I need it. But that desperation probably is the reason why some people go the extra mile to just want, any news is news. There's no publicity is bad publicity. There is bad publicity. If somebody come out now because I rip him and he trend, that's not bad publicity. If somebody come out outside tiffy money and I know tiffy money, that's not bad publicity. Publicity will not go be bad one. So somebody can say, I do owe money, I no pay. I not go verse. Yes, I go come out of the trend. I do owe you, I never get the money to pay. I go pay. Calm down. That's not bad. Oh, if you follow somebody fighting, I don't see that as bad publicity. I always tell people, I'm not too mature not to fight. The question is, when I ask you, what do you do me when me fight you? Because I always defend my territory. If you try to beat my children, I'll come for you. If you resort to fighting, I will fight you. If you attack my wife the wrong way, I'll come for you. That one not get say maturity. But so not every publicity be good publicity where people now you call person shawu, you are drug addict, or this. I don't do. I do. This blue tick fever. I not fit do. I'm a beg. But blue tick community they do their thing there. Why they call it Bluetooth? I don't know. But whatever it is, we've come to the end of the show today. I think I've explained. Olafat, I hope I've explained properly for you. You understand my position on this now. It's not like I will not get it to, but if I see a reason to, I got my crew now. Them Bobby, them China Acheru. We go always talk about it like, is this thing needed now? Do we need it? If we need them, we'll go for it. If we don't need them, let's keep it that way. This channel now I won't grow, and I go grow them. It will reach the place where I go dissatisfied. Say, okay, I have succeeded in this work that I'm doing. For now, I'm still a rookie. I'm still struggling. Let me battle this struggle, and eventually I will get there. But thank you very much, everyone, for being on the show this morning. My name once again is Edafe Mathias. You love to come to the Legato on Sports. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification. Please tell your friends and your enemies what you like about this channel, and tell us what you don't like about the channel. God bless you and have yourself a wonderful day. Bye bye.